Hello, and welcome back to Chellington Valley. You join me on a very dark mid-autumn morning. Yes, we're in mid-autumn now. The days are getting much shorter. It is taking a lot longer to get light in the morning. I am mucking out the cows, or piling everything up in a nice big neat pile for the cows. So I think we're going to have to take this back to the silo, which means lots and lots of running back and forth in the dark. So I'm going to speed that bit up for you, and we will catch up again once it's a bit brighter and it's a bit easier to record. Right, we are just checking out these silage bales to see whether they're ready. Okay, so the round ones are, the square ones are not ready. I'm going to get loading these. I'm going to manually load them, so be ready for some pain. I will speed the process up for you. Shame I can't do it for me. We have got some people coming out to the farm today who are going to clear out our main silo. So if you remember a couple of episodes ago when we looked, it was just full of rubbish. They're going to clear all that out for us so that we can start using it. So the bales are all loaded on. I've only loaded them one layer deep because I'm going to unload with the big bag handler and the wheel loader at the other end, and it'll just get messy otherwise. Well, this is just absolutely amazing news. The guys have finished working on the silo, and they have managed to save a large amount of the crop that was lodged in here. Obviously, we've lost a bit of it, but they have done some wonders. So I'm just going to hop into this tractor, and we'll show you what we've got. We've got some corn, there's about 8,000 litres of that, about 11,000 of wheat, 14.5 of barley, 9,000 of oat, just under 12,000 of canola, 11,000 of sunflower, and 9,000 of soybean, which is all fantastic news. Now comes the slightly bad news part. I'm gonna disconnect this trailer because we've got some engine warning light issues with this CLAAS. and arrow's going to pop up now, just showing you. So this was on this morning before I went anywhere with the CLAAS, and it's come back up again now despite having done a lot of work to it. So I think we've got a fairly serious issue with the CLAAS that is going to need dealing with. Hello again. I am coming down and I'm just selling some of the crops that we've managed to recover from the silo. Susie, as you'll have seen, is out doing some fertilising contracts with the Fent, and that means I've got baby Paul with me in the cab of the CLAAS. Isn't that right, little man? Right, I've just popped over to the biogas plant because we've got the square bales that are now ready for selling to the biogas plant. As you will see, I have made an investment in a bale fork. Been chatting with Robert from the construction site. He said the construction's not going to be restarting for a while, so we are welcome to keep this and use it around the farm, providing obviously we keep it maintained, keep it topped up with diesel, etc, etc. So Paul and I are going to finish up here, and then we're going to go and sell off a couple more of the crops that we've got some excess of. Hello, I'm back again. You will notice I'm in something slightly different. So, there's a very long story behind all of this. The short version is I have borrowed a truck and a tanker from Farmer Jack down at Lockdown Farm. He's the guy who we have the agreement on for Field 3. We are going to be selling the digestate that we have at the biogas plant, and we're going to be selling that to basically just across the road. It seems very elaborate to have such a huge tanker and what have you just to go literally across the yard, but unfortunately that's what we have to do to get it sold. So we are going to get this digestate sold at the slurry yard. It's run by Missy B, and it does a very, very good price on digestate that we are going to take advantage of. We're not going to sell all of it. We're going to sell maybe 2 tanker loads, and then we're going to keep the rest for using on our fields. Well, these are exciting times that we live in. We have had a delivery and now it's a bit lighter. You can see we've got some chickens. I'm not going to get that tractor through with that gate that way, that's annoying. Close it up. Yes, we have taken delivery of some white leghorn chickens. We've also got a few roosters so that we can have some egg production and some more chicken production. They will just kind of keep producing themselves, and that will bolster our numbers, which will mean we will get even more eggs, which is fantastic. Did that rooster just... oh, there's one under the tyre. Okay, if you're squeamish, do not watch when I'm driving around the chicken coop. First rule. So that's taken... okay. Taken a fair bit of wheat. Ooh, nearly got another one. Right, I'm going to carry on getting things like the water and the straw sorted out for these chickens. And then I think I'm going to have to sort out the cows as well. Let's all go on the farm. Wow, it is all happening on the farm today. Not a lot of time has passed, but a lot of stuff has happened. We have bought field number 2 and field number 118, which is where I'm just arriving at to do the soil sampling of. We have also bought a new toy. More on that to come. I'm going to get the soil samples taken for this field. As you can see, it's currently a grass field. Susie and I are thinking that what we're going to do, because we're quite good for grass, we've managed to get plenty of hay this year. The silage bale contracts mean that we're not going to run out of silage very quickly. So what we're probably going to do is we'll do a cut on this grass to get what crop there is, and then we will plough the field over and turn it into an arable field and have some sort of crop in it. Wow, if only all test results came back this quickly. The lab results are back from the soil samples, and we're going to go out and get liming those fields to get them limed up to where they need to be. As you can see, the CS silo is now connected to the system, so we can refill our lime and fertiliser and seeds really cheaply. You will also notice, cue large red arrow, the warning light is on again. I've given the dealership a ring. They can't take it today, but if I head down tomorrow, they will take the CLAAS, they're going to have a look at it, and they will also provide us with a trial hours tractor that we can evaluate for purchasing as a replacement. Well, this is the new toy that I mentioned earlier. This is the Junkari seed drill. It's a 7-metre wide direct drill seeder, which means that it will seed onto any surface, so you don't need to have cultivated the surface beforehand. You can seed literally straight after harvesting without having to do anything to the field. It works a bit differently to normal ones, which means that it requires much less power than it normally would for a seed drill of this size. So that's something great. It means it can be pulled by a slightly smaller tractor. It means that the CLAAS, for example, can cope a bit better with it. It also allows us to get up to 15 miles an hour when we're drilling. Now, obviously that's not quite happening at the moment because we're going up a hill and the CLAAS is a little bit poorly. I have mended it again, but how long it'll stay that way I don't know. My hope originally was to get a trial hours tractor in the spring, and then we would be able to see its performance when drilling. I don't know if we're going to get that opportunity. It all depends on temperatures as to whether we're going to have time to drill the fields. But we're going to get this field drilled for now. We're going to put canola in it. We needed to put something other than a cereal crop like your wheat and your barley into the field to get a decent yield out of it. And we can harvest canola with the harvester we have without having to get extra headers and whatnot. So it seemed like a good shout. I realised we did quite a lot of canola on La Coronea, so apologies if you're slightly bored of canola. I'm going to get on with drilling this field, and I will see you in a bit. Didn't feel the need to show you the fact that I was mowing field 118. I think you've seen enough of me mowing. I've seen enough of me mowing. So I've just skipped straight ahead to this bit. I have leased the same rake that we used on La Coronea when we had the baler hooked up behind it. No, I haven't. Scratch that. I have leased a rake, so it windrows the grass, but it's non-mechanical, so it doesn't run off the PTO, which means it's a really low horsepower requirement, and this little fent can pull it, which is great because it means that we can get the job done with the fent. The CLAAS is still misbehaving. Let's not go there. So I can get this job done with a fent, and it's a nice low horsepower requirement. I'm going to keep raking this up for now, and then I'm going to come round and I'm going to bale it with our square baler. I know it's not a baler wrapper, but I do have a plan on what we're going to do for the baling, so watch this space. We have run out of time for this week, so you will have to tune into the next video, and there we will sort out what we're going to do with these square bales. So thank you very much for watching. Please jump on the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Most importantly, have a great day.